In question 25, we start off by looking at all the possible scenarios that happen in this game. Since we're flipping a coin twice, we can get heads plus heads. We can have heads followed by tails. We could have tails followed by heads. Or we could have tails which is followed by tails. What's the probability of each of these happening? Well, since it's 1 in 2 chance that you get heads, it's also 1 in 2 chance that you get heads the second time. So the probability for each of these is going to be 1/2 times 1/2, which is equal to 1/4. And it's the same for each one of these. Now, what's the net gain under each scenario? If they flip heads and heads, they lose their bet. If they flip heads and tails, we're told that they get $4 plus their initial bet back, but they still had to pay out that $10 initially. So their net gain is actually just $4. That happens for both, whether they have heads first or tails first. So it'll be the same for the second tails and then heads. And then for tails and tails, they get $8 plus they get their initial bet back, but they did have to pay that initial bet out at the start. So their net gain is $8. Now let's identify each of these probabilities. We'll call this as win 1, this we'll call win 2, and this we'll call win 3. We're going to calculate the expectation or the expected gain. So first we want to look at the probability that we get win 1. We're going to multiply that by its net gain, which is 4. Then we're going to add to that the probability of win 2, and its net gain is the same. Then we add to that the probability of win 3, and its net gain, which is 8. Then we add the probability of a loss, which is also 1/4 still, and the net loss, which is -10. So we've got 1/4 times 4 plus 1/4 times 4 plus 1/4 times 8 minus 1/4 times 10. When we multiply that out, we get 1 plus 1 plus 2 minus 2.5, which gives us an expected gain of 1.5, or $1.50. Therefore, the expected gain is $1.50.